The latest now on what's being described as India's biggest bank scam. Nirav Modi and his uncle, Mehul Choksi's passports have been suspended for 4 weeks. India's top investigative agency, the CBI, and the Enforcement Directorate are also seeking the revocation of both passports. Jewelry designer Modi and his uncle and partner Choksi are the main accused in the $1.77 billion scam. They've been asked to respond within 1 week on why their passport should not be impounded or revoked altogether. 47-year-old Nirav Modi holds an Indian passport. He reportedly left the country on the 1st of January. His brother Nishal, a Belgian citizen, left the country the same day. Business partner Choksi, who's also the promoter of the well-known Gitanjali jewelry chain, departed on the 4th of January. While Ami Modi, Nirav's wife, who is an American citizen, left on the 6th of the same month. Reports suggest that they left separately to avoid suspicion. India's Ministry of External Affairs made a statement on the Modi case today saying that his passport, with his passport suspended, Nirav Modi cannot travel to any other country now.
This gentleman is not in touch with any of our officials, any of our ME officials. And frankly, at this stage, we are not aware about his location. In fact, it is difficult for me as a spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs to kind of track him, where he is moving and in which country he is. We will act based on the advice which we receive from our agencies. We received this advice to revoke the passport. We have done that, and subsequently we will see what is to be done in this matter. We have, on the advice of the ED, we have suspended the validity of the passport. And if you are familiar with the Passports Act of 1967, this is a step towards the revocation of passport. Normally, I think a period of 4 weeks is given, which is also mentioned in our press statement. And they have to reply within 4 weeks why their passport should not be impounded or revoked under certain sections of the Passport Act. If they fail to respond within the stipulated time, then we will go ahead with the revocation.
In the meantime, sources say Modi's been traced to New York's JW Marriott Essex House. India's Central Bureau of Investigation has also approached Interpol to help locate Modi and his family. Earlier today, the CBI registered an FIR against the Gitanjali group of companies owned by Mehul Choksi based on Punjab National Bank's complaint dated the 13th of February. 3 of Choksi's companies figure in the FIR: Gitanjali Gems, Jilly India and the Nakshatra brand. Based on the complaint, the CBI conducted raids against the Gitanjali group of companies at 20 locations in 6 cities across the country. A CBI team carried out searches for over 4 hours at PNB Deputy Manager's residence in Mumbai. Sources say the CBI team recovered some crucial documents during these raids. The alleged loss to Punjab National Bank is an estimated $761 million. Meanwhile, a whistleblower has come forward claiming that he informed the Prime Minister's office about this case in 2016 itself.
I had a complaint to PMO in the year 2016 after having failed to get any response from any other organization such as Enforcement Directorate or CBI or SEBI or CIFO. Everybody had written this letter. So when nobody responded to my complaints, ultimately I had written a letter to PMO requesting PMO to take necessary action to investigate, do the detailed investigation on this guy and his modus operandi.
And even as the scandal over the Indian diamond merchant Nirav Modi heats up, the focus is back on the long-standing link between Indian diamond merchants and a quiet town in the heart of Europe. Antwerp in Flemish Belgium boasts of a population of barely 520,000 people. Yet it's known as the diamond capital of the world, and a growing chunk of that population are Gujarati diamond merchants from India. So what's the connection between Ahmedabad and Antwerp? Well, it's a long story, but here it is in a nutshell. From the 15th century onwards, world diamond trade was dominated by Jewish diamond dealers in Belgium. However, 65% of the community was killed in the dreadful Holocaust, the mass extermination of Jews executed by Hitler's Nazis. Those who remained migrated either to Israel or to the US. It was in the 60s that Indians began to arrive initially to take up less important jobs. Today, the Indian community in Antwerp, mostly from Palanpur in Gujarat, is an affluent community and one crucial to the survival of Antwerp as the world's diamond capital. Indian diamond merchants in that city have a good reputation, though they drive hard bargains. They work hard, keep business with families to cut costs, and have slowly edged out all competitors to emerge the leaders in the industry. But if it was the search for jobs that made them leave the then poor country India, it is the relative cheapness of labour back home in emerging India that is making them return now. The Indian jeweler we've been talking about, Nirav Modi, who is currently on the run from authorities in New Delhi for a huge scam, grew up in Antwerp. His ancestors had migrated first to Singapore and then to Belgium. Modi learned his craft from his grandfather. Today, the sign of a long line of diamond merchants is threatening to plunge the illustrious trajectory of his forefathers into ill repute.